Hello everyone, welcome to EduTechGyan YouTube channel. Today we are going to see another video on the Microsoft Azure. So today's topic is how to create Azure SQL Server and database and how to access it from the local SQL Server instance, that is Management Studio. So that we are going to see. Okay. So in the today's topics we are going to cover what is Azure SQL Server, what is SQL database, its benefits, and a practical demonstration how to create the SQL Server and database. So let's get started. What is Azure SQL Server? Okay. Azure SQL is a managed cloud-based relational database service provided by Microsoft Azure. It offers a fully managed, scalable, secure, and platform to store, manage, and analyze your data using familiar SQL Server tools and technologies. We know the MS SQL servers, like same thing is here, that nothing is changed, only this is on the Azure. So that's why it is Azure SQL Server. Okay. And then another point is Azure SQL database. The Azure SQL database is a fully managed, intelligent, secured cloud database service. It provides a built-in intelligence to optimize performance, automatically handle common management tasks, allowing you to focus on building applications without worrying about infrastructure and maintenance. Yes, in the old time, whenever we need SQL server or database for the large application development, we need to set up a server first. We need a physical server location where we install our SQL servers and databases. We need to manage the space, hard disk, everything. But now we are going in. But now in the Azure, cloud-based technologies are come. So we are using a cloud-based resources. So where user don't worry about the physical maintenance. They only need to focus on the data securities. Okay. So this is the thing. So that's why the Azure SQL database are popular. So what is the benefit of Azure SQL Server database? Scalability is the first benefit. Easily scale your Azure SQL sources up or down based on your application demand, ensuring potential performance without downtime. Right. So this is the main feature where we can upgrade or downgrade your applications as per your demand. If you have high demand, you can upscale your hardware. If you don't have that much demand, you can downgrade your hardware. But while doing these things, the performance will not be downtime at that time. Security is the another feature. Security. Azure SQL offer advanced security feature like data encryption, firewall rules, access control, safeguarding your data from unauthorized access and cyber threats. High availability. Azure SQL provide automatic backup, your application and failover capability, ensuring your database remain available and recoverable at all times. Cost efficiency. With Azure pay-as-you-go model, you can only pay as you use actually. So you only pay for resources you use, making it cost effective for both small scale projects and large enterprises. So because of this cost efficient model, so if you are going to use the space or resources, then only you have to pay, until and unless if you are not going to use and it is only on standby, so then that time you have don't need to be paid. So let's go and see the practical demonstration how to create SQL server, Azure SQL servers, Azure SQL database. These are some base steps I already mentioned, but we are going to see it practically. So let's get to the go to the Azure portal. Yeah. So here we are on the Azure portal. So we are going to see a SQL database option here. Okay, but as they say, we are going with this create resource option only. So I'll click on the create resource option. First, we are going to create Azure SQL Server. So let me search here Azure SQL Server. If you search this, you can see this option. Now click on that. Once you are here, so if you can see, we have a lot of options here, right? We have a lot of things here. So what we are going to do here, right? Or if you can see SQL Server, if you only search, so what you get, you will get this part of things, Azure Server, Azure SQL. So this is the Azure SQL. We are going to use Azure SQL, right? Azure SQL Server. So we have to just click here, Azure SQL. Now to click on this, create. So see, here are some options we have. How do you plan to use the service, like SQL databases, SQL managed instance, or SQL machines, virtual machine. So we are going to use a SQL database, like, okay. So if you can see here, we have options also: a single database, elastic pool database, server. Okay. So we are now currently I'm just selecting this one only. So create SQL database. So inside these, when you are in here, create SQL instances. So if you can see here we have option to create a server as well. So when you are here, you can see SQL database server. We can create a server here. So let's get back to this create resource again. Without searching this, let me search SQL database server. So when you search, so we come to here, same page. We click on create. Right. So here what we are doing, we are creating SQL database, but inside SQL database we can create a server. So let's fill the details. We use a free tier. We use the same demo resource group. We are not going to change. Some in companies, what they are doing for the SQL server, they are using a separate resource, but we are just doing the same thing. So I am using the same. So let me give a name like demo SQL database. Okay. So this name is available, but we don't have a server, right? So we need to create a server. So I'll give demo SQL server. Okay, I'll give this kind of name. Let me see, it is available. Yeah, it is available. Okay. So what is our URL later? Demo SQL server database.window.net. So here we are not going to change anything. Location is the same. Only authentication method we are going to change. We provide username and password. As a default user, we generally use in Management Studio SA, right? So I'll use it. We cannot use SA actually here. If you can see, like admin, administrator, root, SA root, like these are the built-in database names. So we cannot use it. So let me give demo admin. Let me check. Yes, demo admin is available. Let me give a name for the server. Okay, I have provided the name. Okay, let me save this name, user name. Okay, password is old one. Okay, now this detail are saved. Just I need to click on this. Sorry, I need to click on the OK. Once we click OK, so it will create a server. Okay, so if you can see here, we have a server now. Server name is here, like demo SQL server, and it is showing the default what we can say, the resource what they are going to be used. It is showing the amount here, but this is not a chargeable, okay, because we are going to use the trial version. Okay. Inside that, what we are going to set up, no need of elastic pool, that is okay. Workload environment, deployment, that is okay. Sorry, development. This is here is the option like development and production, but we are doing just the demo, so that is the development option. By default, compute plus storage. Compute plus storage means hardware and storage, your server configuration. So this is the by default one. So I'm using the default one. If you want to change, you can go to configure database, and then you can change according to your load. So backup storage redundancy, same redundancies are showing here. So I'll go with the default one, geo redundant and backup storage. Okay. Now click on the next, that is on the networking side. So we are not going to change any networking. Okay, it is the same default one. We are not going to do anything here. Then we go to the security. Security also we are not going to change anything. If you want in future, we can see each security thing. But now our target is to create SQL server and database only to see how we can use. So only for that purpose I just created. So nothing will change here as well. This is the maintenance window. You can change the time if you want, otherwise keep as it is. Now the next tag we are not going to use. Then we are going to review. So review is also done actually. It is accepted what we have provided. That's why the create option is available. Now we have to create. We need to create on the create. So what is our database name? Is demo SQL Server. Sorry. Okay, so it is started deploying. You can see here this is our server, right? So server is it started creating a server first. So once server is created, then it will start creating a database. That's all. Wait for a couple of seconds. It will just do it quickly. This is really easy on the Azure cloud, creating any instances. It will quickly create the resources for you. So no need to wait a long time. This is very helpful. Okay, SQL server status is accepted. It will deploy progress. Once the SQL server deployment is done, then you can see the deployment of SQL database. So we can connect this with our local management studio instances, as well as the Azure has its own management instance, like Azure management instance. They have their own instance. So you can download that software as well into your local system, or you can directly connect with your own local SQL management instance. So hopefully it will be done in a couple of seconds. Okay, you can see SQL server is created. Okay, now the database name is accepted. Okay, means these things are done, created. Now it is accepted the database name, and it started creating a demo SQL database there. It will take a couple of seconds to create a database. So once the database is created, we can build a table. See, so the resources are created. So let me click on the go to resource. So if you can see here, so we are inside the SQL database. Okay, so this is the SQL database, like demo SQL database, like data. Oh, sorry, I made a mistake in the spelling, so that's why very easy here. S is missing. Okay, so kindly understand that, please. Okay, so here if you can see here we have a lots of options, like this is the SQL server database, and in the database, inside the database you can do anything, like you can do the settings, change anything. We have a firewall option as well. With the help of firewall you can give the access or remove access to the users. Okay, so now what we are going to do, we are going to see how to query this query window is nothing but a instance of a management studio of the Azure. So I'll open in a new tab actually. let's check quickly. Okay, see, this is how it is look like, right? So it is directly come as a demo admin, and the password also it will take. Let me add my password here, and we can connect to this. Logging as a demo admin. See what is happened here. If you can see, an instance occurred establishing connection to this. So network access is set to yes. Okay, so public connection to this server is not allowed. So if you need to click OK, still it is not allowing, right? So what we need to do is we need to go back to our database here, set firewall instance. So inside the firewall instance we need to do some settings. See, public access is disabled, so we need to allow. Select network mode. We need to click on that, so it will allow the network to do the access. So this is our client IP. Just need to be click here, so it will be added here. And in the below you can see here, allow Azure service and resources to access this server. That we need to do, and then we need to save. So once you save these things, see the firewall rule is set for this IP address and the server. So now if I click again on the OK button, so it will connect. See, the window is coming. We are connected to that server. So but currently we don't have a table here, so let's quickly we can create our table using create table command. So create table name like we give person. Okay, and we'll provide some details. Person ID as integer, first name, last name, first name like varchar of 255. Will not take note of that, but still last name is varchar of 255, and the gender we take varchar of 50. Okay, and we are going to create this table. Okay, so sorry, and we can hit this query run. So if you can see here down below the window is saying the query succeeded. Okay, the result is succeeded. You cannot see here result, but you can see here. So let me refresh this. So when we refresh, you can see now the table is here. You come here. See, now that we have the person table. So if you want to insert anything inside this person table, so let me insert into table name. What is table name? dbo.person dual. Values we can give. What are the things we can provide here? Like ID, like one. I'll give name as like ABC XYZ. Sorry, single quote. Because this is a string, and I'll need to provide a gender like male. I have mentioned here. Now you run this query running started. So it is started. Oh sorry, I think I missed something, right? I missed values column. That's my bad. Why it is taking so long? Okay, that's it. There is something issue with this, so we'll do one thing. We'll insert it from the management studio. Okay, so this is how we created a table. Now what we can do is we are going to connect this SQL server with our local management studio. So let me open my management studio. So this is my management studio. Okay, so here we are going to pass a new ID actually. So what I need to do is I need to go to this SQL server here on the overview page. If you go, click on this. Yeah. So here if you can see we have a server name. So just need to be copy that server name, paste it here. We need to provide a demo admin username and the password. But this will not connect actually. This will give us an error of related to IP address. Or let's see, it will connect or not. Yes, because the IP address we already added. That's why. So if we cannot see your IP addresses, so you can use one of the URL to find out local IP address like this. This URL also you can use. So this will give you the IP address actually. Like if you can see client IP address, and this IP address you need to put there. Okay. So now if you go to the management studio, so you can see we can able to access the database here. See, inside this database we have a table as well. So let me open a query window here. Select start from that table person. Let me check what is happening with this. See, we have that data. Actually, that time I think that servers have some issue. That's why it is not showing quickly. So we can see here. If you want to insert another, so like we can do insert into this table values, like we give 2 comma dt comma last name as yy, and we provide a gender this time as a female. Okay, and now if I'm going to execute this query, so it will insert actually into the table. So let me execute it. Yeah, see, one row is affected, so that means it is inserted. So if I run the query again, so you can see the 2 records. Let's we go back to the Azure portal. Here we have a database option. Let me open a new query and hit the run button. Let's see, it will give us a result or not. That we need to check. Yeah, see, now this time the result is come. Okay, so we can see our 2 records are here. Okay. So this is how the SQL database is working. Okay, so that's it for today. Until next time, happy cloud computing.
Thank you for joining us on this educational and technological adventure at EduTechGyan. We hope you enjoyed the content and gained valuable insights to help you on your learning journey. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated with our latest uploads. If you have any questions, comments, or ideas for future videos, we'd love to hear from you in the comment section below. Remember, knowledge is power, and with EduTechGyan, you'll always be ahead in the game. Until next time, keep learning, keep exploring, and keep embracing the wonders of education and technology. Stay curious.